What's going on, everybody? This is Dave and welcome back to the start of a brand new Football Manager 2017 series. As you can tell by the title, it is called Win One, Take One. The rules are very simple. If we win a game, we get to pick a player from the team's match day squad that we just beat and take them and bring them to our team. As you can tell by the thumbnail as well, we're going to be managing Coventry City. I wanted it to be a lower league team so we can work our way up with some of the players that we have won. However, if we do lose a game, we're going to be losing the player with the lowest rating from that match. But we're here. As you can see, the Football League season has started. With football season all around the world is coming very soon. It's starting very soon, or has already started. So I thought, you know what, we'll do one last big Football Manager series on the channel, and this is going to be it. So we're going to be starting with Coventry City. The rules, as I've said, very simple. But the great thing is, you know, we've got a couple of different, you know, tournaments and cups that we can win players from. For example, Checker Trade Trophy. We can play Wigan. We play Rotherham in the League Cup, who are a league above us. And we've also got Everton in our Checker Trade Trophy group. They're under 23 side. If we can nick a win there, maybe they've got players like Luckerman, Stecklenburg, possibly as a reserve goalkeeper. We could bring them in to our squad. To our squad. That's what I was meant to say. But yeah, as you can see, a couple of changes made to the database. The only ones are that we have used the sort out this side custom start database and their up-to-date squad transfers from, I think it was yesterday's date, so the 9th of August. So all those transfers are going to be up to date, minus the ones that kind of happen after the 9th of August. We've got a custom start date as well, so we're going to be starting from the start of this coming season rather than last season. And the in-game edited changes I've made is allow squad registration anytime. That just allows us, you know, when we go into the Premier League, or if we go into the Premier League, just to allows us to register players whenever we want. Allow squad numbers anytime, so say we sign a big striker and I want him to be number 9, we can do that and become unsackable, just in case we have a very poor run and the board are starting to get, well, lose patience with us. So really it's interesting because one match could define our whole season. We beat someone like Chelsea in the next round of the EFL Cup. We pick Hazard, you know, that could win us the league, but if we lose, we don't get Hazard, we could struggle to go up, for example. But today we're going to be having a double live con. We're playing Plymouth today, who are on a bad side, and we will play Rotherham as well. I didn't use the non-competitive games like the friendlies for this, we kind of skipped those. But we beat Rotherham, Southbourne and Eton, but drew to Portsmouth. So we beat Rotherham. We're going to be playing them today as well after Plymouth. So let's jump straight into it, the Plymouth League game. Just before we move on, guys, just to say this isn't a totally unique idea. There have been people that have done this before, such as Work the Space and the FM Hub. But I think it originally came from a guy called Carl Plays FM. So big shout out to Carl. He was kind of the inspiration for this save. So before people go on to say, oh, you've not given any credit, you've stolen this, here it is. I was meaning to do it in the intro, but now editing it, I've just realised I haven't. But big shout outs to them, and hope, well, really thank you for being sort of the inspiration for such a great save. So then here we are, the first game of the series, the first potential team that we can nick a player off. I've had a quick look at the Plymouth side. I'm not too familiar with League 2 players, so sorry if I kind of get this wrong, if I'm missing out a world-class player. But the guy I'm after is potentially this guy, Graham Carey. Looks probably the best player in their squad at the moment. He's 28 years of age. However, so we might have a quick look at a couple of their other guys. Lionel Ainsworth, he's quite old as well. This guy looks good. Daniel Mallon, he's on loan from Arsenal though, so that probably isn't going to work out. Luke Moore, the ex-West Brom man, I remember him, but it's probably going to be Carey, to be fair. But we're going to be playing with a 4-4-1-1 to kick us off this season. We'll be playing Bevan and Geordie Jones as the front two. It's the same formation I used right at the start of the 1860 Munich save when we were in the Zwei Bundesliga. But Kyle Reid, Kelly, Doyle and Stevenson in the middle. Stokes, McDonald, Willis and Grimmer. And Charles Cook in goal. And as you can see on the bench, those Wolves fans, we've got Duckens Nazon on the bench. Hopefully he will come on and make an impact. So let's go and hopefully win in today's game, the game that is going to kick off the season, and hopefully we can grab 3 points. Here's Willis, plays it short, the free kick here. Stevenson back to Willis, a long ball towards Doyle. Not the greatest clearance, and Bevan's shot was there, but it was straight at the goalkeeper, Tayloke. Big chance for us there early on in the game. Maybe there is another chance. Charles Cook with a Goal kick out wide towards Reed. Didn't quite go to plan, and Plymouth can bring the ball forward here. Williams in towards Ness. Mallon here on the ball. Loses out, and Doyle on a booking. We've got to be careful of that. He loses out, though. Mallon again. Doyle, there was a chance, and he clears it away. Now Bevan, can we break? Needs an option. Lose out again. That was a good chance for us to break there, but Plymouth will come forward. But obviously, that was a highlight, which was a bit strange. But we've got another chance here. Kyle Reed or towards Kelly into Bevan. Plays it on to Geordie Jones, who is another brilliant chance. Our second clear-cut chance of the game there. And it's still 0-0. Well, here's Geordie Jones now, bringing the ball forward. Have we got another chance? Kelly, can he switch it across? There's Doyle. Jones, near post. Couldn't beat the goalkeeper, but another big chance for us. Another clear-cut chance as well. Now, another chance here. Luke Moore wins the flick on, but no one's there. Willis will pick it up. Finds Stokes. Back to Charles Cooking goal. Big ball forward towards Geordie Jones. Here's Bevan. Him and Jones linking up fairly well together. But here's another chance. Luke Moore. He's now in though. Luke Moore now away from another defender, but his shot is wide. But the finishing from both sides has been very poor in the first half. So we kick off again for the second half here in this first game. We're trying to win our first ever player in the series. Is it going to be, well, is it going to happen in this game? Let's hope and find out. You know, we've had a good number of clear-cut chances in that first half. Another goal kick. Both sides coming close, but not well. Or creating the chances. They're creating the space, but shooting has been off par from both sides at the moment. Of course, if we draw, we don't lose a player, but we don't win a player either. But we're just hoping we can grab a win here. Here's Mallon on the ball. Frekel picks it up into Ness now. And Doyle's going to be sent off. And that was the issue that we had, and that I suggested. And Michael Doyle is going to be receiving the first red card of the series, and he may well, I mean, Jody, I keep calling him Geordie Jones, don't I? Jody Jones, on a 6.1. We've got to be careful of him. Don't really want to sacrifice him because he's a very good player, so I don't really want to sub him off and for us to lose the game. Just in case he makes a difference. I'm going to drop him back from a shadow striker to like an attacking midfielder, just so he drops a little bit deeper. But Liam Kelly at the moment is on a 70% condition. We're going to bring on Duckins Naz on though. I think hopefully he can make the difference, push him up a little bit to an advanced forward rather than a defensive forward, and see if his pace and power can bring us any luck in the final third. But there is a chance maybe. Reed knocks it forward. Naz on almost went and won it, but McMillan now, and it's all the way back to the goalkeeper, but Plymouth will hold their men forward. Finds Taylor Sinclair, a load of room for them now. Here's Ness, back to Taylor Sinclair. Into Williams. They're holding the ball, but it's going backwards really. But there's a chance here for them now. And they're going to put the ball into the box. And it's found Luke Moore. And what a chance that was for Plymouth. Their 10th shot of the game. But it is Charles Cook that makes a good stop. So we're coming up to the 92nd minute. I think it may well be a draw, which I think I'd take, especially with the 10 men. It's been quite a boring opening game. As I say, that Plymouth may well have had a chance there, but it's finished 0-0. We went down to 10 men. I think that is acceptable for the first game, as long as we didn't lose it. We've kept all our players, but now the big game is Rotherham. If we can win, we can get ourselves a really good player. So this is the big one for us now. If we can nab a player from Rotherham, it will be a real big coup for us. They're going to be starting, is that Ben Berriton from, yeah, online from Forest up front with Proctor. We've got Joe Newell, he's at Darren Potter as well, Frecklington and John Taylor, Matic, Wood, Ball and Cummings with Price. The player I really like the look of is John Taylor. I think he would add such a lot. And we could kind of drop one of our strikers in and play the 4-2-3-1, which is a formation I really wanted to play with this side. You could put Jody Jones in the middle and then John Taylor out on the right. I think that's the play we want to go for. We have to, well, we forced with that red card. We haven't really got enough central midfielders at the moment, which again is probably something we're going to have a look at. We're playing with 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-4 wide. McNulty and Bevan start up front. We're going to have Duckins and Naz on ready on the bench to come on, and hopefully we could grab a big win. A cup upset this would probably be, but a big chance for us to get a very good player. There's a chance here now. Grimmer picks up the ball. He plays it inside to Stevenson. Plays Jones in on the right-hand side into Kelly. Good football from us here. McNulty, there's a little bit of room on the left-hand side if we can find it. But Grimmer will find Jones now. As long as he doesn't lose it. We keep it the ball, but need to possibly make another ball forward. Do we find it? And Bevan with a massive chance. First clear-cut chance of the game. It fell to us. And it's a massive chance. As you can see on the stats on the right hand side, we've had a good number of chances at the moment, but that was by far the biggest chance. We should have really gone 1-0 up there. Another ball forward towards McNulty. Stevenson wins it. Here's Kelly. It's good pressure from us so far, and that's Bevan, and it should have been, well, 1-0 again. We should have 2 goals. We should be 2-0 up. Another massive chance. Are we going to... Well, that's going to come back to haunt us, surely. Coming right up to half-time, it is still 0-0. So the second half kicks off. It's been all us, really. Possession-wise, fairly equal, but the amount of shots we've had, we really should have put a chance away. Here's Reed now. I don't know what happened with the game there. It just went really, really jumpy all of a sudden. But second half of this game is massive. Rotherham may well go and grab a goal, though, here. Straight away, no, it's cleared away from... any danger, and Rotherham still on the search though to come back and hit us on the break. Here's Berriton on the ball. Look at the amount of room on the left hand side there. Where's our right back there? Joe Newell though is allowed to cross it in, and a massive chance. Rotherham hit the woodwork. Still no chances on target for Rotherham though, and just under 50 minutes gone. Their corner comes in, and Berriton again not far away at all. So we're going to make a change. Stuart Bevan is going to come off. It's going to be Duckens Nazon to come on. We're going to keep the roles and stuff like that for the time being. Hopefully Nazon can add a bit more pace. Bevan's missed a couple of good chances. We've got to really hope it stays at 0-0 at the moment, but there is a chance here. Newell on the ball, half cleared away from Stevenson. Newell again to John Taylor, the man that really we want to try and sign, and he has a shot on goal, but Charles Cook makes the save. Just over 10 minutes to go. It is still 0-0 here. Is it going to be going to extra time? So it is the end of 90 minutes. We've only made 1 sub, but as you can see, the team is so tired. We're going to make an assertive team talk there, but we need to try and change Liam Kelly up slightly. I think the only sort of player that could possibly... I don't even know where to begin. With this sort of team at the moment. We're going to have to try and sacrifice Mark McNulty. Can he play anywhere? He can play attacking field. So we changed our formation up, but is it going to be enough to see off Rotherham? We've had some golden opportunities. They came into the game a little bit more, obviously, but we really need to try our luck now. It's a big ball down the middle towards Duckens Nazon. Finds McNulty again. Back to Stevenson here. Out wide to Jones. A little bit more room in the midfield now. He had 3 men on him. Stevenson finds Nazon. Good football. Back to Duckens Nazon. Back out to Stevenson. McNulty, another big chance. And wide of the goal. Are we going to rue these missed chances? It's another chance of Rotherham. They've put the ball into the box. Half cleared away. John Taylor now. Ball loses out. Willis. Can he bring it forward? The centre half. Just needs to clear it. He finds Jones again at the right hand side. Who finds Stevenson using any last bit of pace. He's gone. McNulty again. How have you missed that? He literally has a 50p head. The ball comes. All he has to do is literally stick his head in the way, and somehow it goes wide. Another massive chance here. And honestly, how have we missed some of these chances? Let's just hope it doesn't go all the way to penalties, which I think it may well do, but our players are going to be absolutely shattered for the next league game. We're going to have to get some sort of rotation. We may have to sacrifice the next game because I don't think we're going to win it with our B team, but here it is, the second half of extra time here against Rotherham. There's not much else we can do. Jamie Proctor for Rotherham, and it is going to go to penalties. We were much the better side. We're going to auto pick it. And Duckens Nazon on the 5th penalty may well be the man to decide it. McNulty, who's had a crap game, just about scores the penalty. For his sake, I'm not sure if he's the lowest rated. He needed to score that. Here's Potter, who also scores. The pressure back on us now. And a big chance for us in the penalty shootout. Stevenson on the ball. Skies it. Ben Stevenson has missed it. It's Joe Newell. Had a decent game. Scores the penalty. Rotherham already have put the pressure on us here. Big pressure on Jody Jones, who had an okay game. Oh my gosh, that was close. It goes in though. Ben Berriton misses. We're back in it. Come on. Come on now. It's Kyle Reid. 4th penalty. Dispatches it brilliantly. He's not going to let us down. Big Kyle Reid. Actually scored the goal to get Wolves promoted when they got up to the Premier League a few years ago. If you didn't know that, Proctor's missed. Duckens Nazon to win it. To get us our first player in the series. He's missed it. No. Duckens Nazon has missed it. We need Will Vaux to miss this one. And he does. We've won it. We've beaten Rotherham in the EFL Cup. We get to beat. Well, we get to purchase. I don't even know. We get one of their players The excitement's too much for me, but you know, this is a massive achievement for us. It's got to be John Taylor, I feel, but we just about got the look in the end. We're going straight over to Rotherham, and we're going straight over to, where is he? John Taylor. Look at him. I think for this level, he should be a fairly good player. Let's have a quick look, though, if there's any other players. I mean, there's striker-wise, Johnston Clark-Harris looks quite tasty. Semi Ajayi's a centre-half, but I think it's going to have to be a centre-mid or a winger. I think at the moment, John Taylor's probably the most attractive one for us, to be honest. So I think that is what we're going to do. I think he's our highest value player. Now, they've got James Weir. Oh, Joe Newell, though, is quite versatile as well. I think we're going to have to go with John Taylor. He looks much better. He's a better winger, good mentally as well. We're going to go with him. John Taylor is going to be coming, so we're going to go on to the editor, move to my club. We'll set the transfer fee at 0, and there we go. Our first big player coming in is John Taylor. But guys, finally, I don't even know. That was just a crazy game. I can't believe Duckens almost let us down. But there we go. So here we are, the second round of the EFL Cup. Is this another chance for us to make a upset? And it certainly is. We're going to be playing Everton away. It's definitely a game we could do in the next episode as well. We're going to have a double live con. We play Everton and Blackpool on camera. Off camera, we're going to be playing Luton, Yeovil and Chesterfield. Hopefully there's some more players that we can add to our squad there. But we managed to add a good player in John Taylor. We're going to be playing Luton, Yeovil and Chesterfield. And then a big game up against Everton and up against Blackpool in the next episode. But until next time, guys, if you enjoyed it today, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 5,000 subscribers. It's a new series. Show me some love. Any shares on Twitter and so on are appreciated. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you all very, very soon.